Prepare for judgment. Today on the channel, we're unboxing WWE Elite, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, and Rhea Bloody Ripley. What's up everyone, I'm Adam from FWCI Collector's Edition, and yeah, we're gonna unbox Rhea and Dom in this video. I can't wait for this. I am a massive fan of Rhea Ripley. She's from my hometown. She's an absolute beast. I've had nothing but complete faith in her ability ever since she joined WWE back in the Mae Young Classic, I think it was. And her matches with Toni Storm, Raquel Gonzalez, thank you very much. I really like that series back in NXT. Even when she's gone to the main roster, she's just continued to excel and excel. There was a bit of a time in the tag teams where whatever, but I'm loving everything they're doing with the Judgment Day. She's got the title. She won the Royal Rumble from #1. And we're going to start with Rhea Ripley because that's the one I'm most excited to unbox. I ended up overpaying for this on Amazon. I could not find this anywhere. It got to the point where I was getting really desperate. I was like, I don't want to have to spend hundreds of dollars just to get this one. And my plan was to try and get an unboxed one as well and keep... I'm a Rhea Ripley inbox completionist, but this has been a real pain in the ass to try and get. So I got it in this banged up box from Amazon. It looks pretty okay in the box, I can't really complain. This box has been hacked to pieces and clearly resealed by somebody. Another bit of tape has been put on there, so hopefully there's been no funny business with this. Having a read on the back here, at Hell in a Cell 2022, The Nightmare ensured that judgment prevailed as the Judgment Day eradicated those who refused to join their cause. That's right, she is the Eradicator. Fucking love it. So first impressions out of the box, this looks much better than the previous Rhea Ripley, and I got really unlucky. My Rhea Ripley that I have, the last Elite one, has really loose ankles and knees, and it is so difficult to get that figure to stay posed. So I'm looking forward to finally having a permanent Rhea Ripley on my shelf. Spoiler alert on the, is it shelf worthy? Yeah, this is, I will buy a house to put a shelf in just to display this figure. Alright, so no fisted hands. She comes with the devil horns and then some gripping hands, and one of them has a tattoo on it, which I think that is new based on the previous one. So my first impression of looking at this one is the face scan is much better than the previous one. The hair is much darker. There's the lips are much darker. You've got the little tattoo on there. You've got the, I mean, she's got little, like the rings that stretch your earlobes. That's been improved on this one here. So I've removed the jacket there. It's one of the rubbery jackets. It looks good, but I'm just not a fan of the rubber jackets. I remove them any chance I get. The paintwork on her trunks looks amazing. It looks perfect. There's no issues as far as I can see. The tattoos on her leg, they look pretty perfect as well. They're not overly dark, which makes them look a lot more realistic. You can see a bit of the tattoo on her abdomen. It does disappear when you pull the abdomen back, but talk about articulation in a second. There's quite a bit there in the torso. There's a tattoo on her forearm that goes all the way down to her hand. It kind of looks like the quality of the tattoo changes once it gets to the hand. I wonder if it's the same on the other one. I think the gripping hand tattoo looks a little bit better than the devil hand on that side anyway, but the other hand, it doesn't really seem to make a difference. Articulation, double jointed pinless everywhere. Everywhere I look, I see no pins. On the ankles, no pins at all. Pretty decent movement for the ankles on here. They're certainly not as loosey-goosey as the last one. The foot does have a bit of separation to it. The left foot. And the boot cut is a little bit loose on that same foot. But it seems to be maybe a design choice so that it stands up like perfectly straight. And then there's this separate part, this like belt with like the straps that she wears around her leg. I wonder if that's supposed to sit down a bit further. It is a very thin, plasticky kind of bit. It's got to sit up just below the booty cheeks. That's what those things are designed for. There's also a collar around her as well. And yeah, I'm always apprehensive trying to take the head off of a WWE figure because they weren't always replaceable heads. And last thing I want to do is overspend on a Rhea Ripley figure and then get it bloody rip the head off of it by accident. She passes the Tarantino test with flying colors. One good thing about these WWE figures, nice big feet, which makes them very easy to stand. I don't really have anything to do a head swap with that would make any kind of sense. So my final thoughts are that the WWE Elite line is really starting to step up in quality. It's starting to really catch my attention again. And this is a great example of that because Rhea is a current day megastar and this figure is pretty... They've put a ton of effort into making this figure and it all pays off. So shelf worthy, of course it's shelf worthy. I'm gonna build a house to put a shelf in just so I can put this on display. But it seems you can't have Rhea Ripley without Dirty Dom right there by her side, and man, I'm loving this Dominic Mysterio run. When he joined WWE, I think like everybody, like he was just gonna sort of come in and just become a bit of a jobber, I guess, like for, you know, maybe win a match here or there, but I did not have faith that WWE was going to do something interesting with Dominic Mysterio, and they kind of captured lightning in a bottle with this Judgment Day thing and finding this heel character in him, which I never thought would be the case. So shout out to Dominic Mysterio, and I'm sure every single time he looks in the mirror these days and he's this huge WWE star, he just says to himself, "Is it true, Dad? Is it really true?" And then Rey Mysterio will spank him in front of an entire crowd at WrestleMania. But this is the latest Dominic Mysterio. Whoa, any other shit in there? No, we're good. This is the latest Dominic Mysterio, and he's got the Judgment Day shirt, which is awesome. I cannot wait to find I don't know if I should get the purple Damian Priest or if I should wait for a Judgment Day one. I feel like we're going to get a Senor Money in the Bank Damian Priest at some point. And there's a Judgment Day Finn Balor coming out. I love being able to complete a little faction like that. That's just a whole part of the reason why I like collecting. It's just this weird completionist gene that's in me, you know? Alternate hands that are unique because they are covered in tattoos. The head sculpt on this is off the page. This looks so good. Like I say, the quality of these Elite figures just seems to be improving the more they do it, and I've been collecting since about 2017, I guess, and I've certainly seen the evolution from like no replaceable hands and no replaceable heads to replaceable hands and heads, and now we've got pinless, double jointed everything, same as Rhea. This is all the new tech, and this is a rock solid wrestling figure. The face on it is like angry. It's angry Dominic Mysterio face with the mullet. I can't get enough of this. Let's take the shirt off though and see what's going on underneath, because the shirt itself, again, this looks great. If we get Finn and Priest both with Judgment Day shirts, even if it's of different kinds, this will be a great display. I don't have the original Dominic Mysterio, the one in the red and white. I would have loved to have, but we live in Australia and we don't get any stock pretty much at all. It's rough. I still see Trish Stratus and Candice LeRae on shelves in retail here. How do you guys get stuff on clearance? When I say you guys, I mean USA guys. How do you get stuff on clearance like 2 weeks after it goes live? I'd never understand that. Alright, but checking out his ring attire, this looks solid as well. I mean, the paintwork on it is very, very clean. It's got that black and purplish kind of pinky design, the Dominic Mysterio on the back. The white maybe has a little bit where it doesn't look as thick as the rest, but that's a very, very minor nitpick. The falcons on his legs are all, you know, very meticulously painted, and I really like the Judgment Day logo on his boots as well. But he looks fantastic, and as much as I do love the the ring attire that they've given him, I gotta put the Judgment Day shirt back on because I just love that faction. The fact that Rhea is in there just gives me this real personal kind of invested interest in seeing this faction do so well. And Rey Mysterio was, you know, top 2 favorite wrestlers of mine when I was growing up. So I love the fact that he's still around and he's doing such good quality work. But these figures look absolutely amazing together. Like I say, they're definitely going to find a place on the shelf. I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing and review. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment. Let me know what your favorite Rhea Ripley match is, and I'll tell you what my favorite is down in the comment as well. And as always, everyone, be well, stay safe, look after your friends. See you in the next video. Peace!